bago pa humataw ang mga sports bikes sa racetrack. Bago pa maghari ang mga cafe racer sa kalsada. May isang brand na kilala dahil sa angking bilis nito. Mula sa maliit na workshop sa Britanya, ang brand na ito ay nag-dominate ng mga racetracks at umani ng karangalan sa pinakadelikadong karera sa kasaysayan ng pagmamotor. Pero bakit hindi na natin gaanong naririnig ang tungkol sa brand na ito? You've heard of Triumph, you've seen Harley, Indian, Ducati, BSA, at marami pang iba. Pero Norton yung rebel rider pero naka-racing boots. Mula sa digmaan, Isle of Man TT, scandals to salvation. Norton's story isn't just about bikes. It's about grit, glory, and one hell of a comeback. The brand that built legends and nearly lost it all. Brace yourselves, dahil ito ang kwento ng Norton Motorcycles. Mayroong mga motor na gusto ng mabilis at mayroon ding mga motor na pinapabagal ang oras. Isa diyan ang Norton Motorcycles. Well, kung familiar yung Norton na pangalan dahil may antivirus na Norton. Pero iba yon. Ito yung legend sa motorcycling. Balikan natin ang 1898. Dito sa Birmingham, England. A man named James Lansdowne Norton began making bicycle parts. Maliit na workshop, ilang kagamitan at malaking pangarap. Fast forward to 1902. He wasn't building bicycles anymore. He was building motorcycles. And he wasn't messing around. Nung simula, isa lang naman ang goal ng Norton. To go fast. Pero hindi lang to go fast sa kalsada. But to go fast sa racetrack. By 1907, kung kailan binuksan ng Isle of Man TT, sumali agad ang Norton. Para sa mga hindi nakakaalam, ang Isle of Man TT, arguably, pinakadelikadong karera sa kasaysayan ng pagmumotor. But Norton didn't just show up, they owned it. For decades, the name Norton was carved into the TT leaderboard like it belonged there. Pero hindi lang yun swerte, dahil yun sa Mance Norton. Isa sa mga legends ng British racing motorcycles. Sinasabing hindi ito ang pinakamabilis na motor sa grid dahil hindi nito kailangan. Nananalo ito dahil sa balance na meron ito, riding posture, at sa ability nito na umatake sa mga corners sa racetrack. Ang mga racers na tulad ni Jock Duke, Godfrey Nash at Eric Oliver ang gumamit ng Mance Norton para i-dominate ang race. Then came the featherbed frame in the 50s. A frame so good kahit na mga kalaban ay gumagamit ng frame na ito. Sinasalpakan nila ng iba't ibang makina yung frame nito. Suddenly, Norton wasn't just fast. It was smooth. You could throw it into a corner and feel like you were dancing with gravity. At kung ang Mance Norton ang racetrack hero, ang Commando naman ang street fighting champion. Released noong 1967, meron itong 750cc parallel twin engine na naka-rubber mount para hindi masyadong manginig ang motor. And overall posture na siguradong lilingunin sa stoplight. Itong Commando, nanalo lang naman siya ng Bike of the Year for 5 consecutive years. That doesn't happen by accident. Tignan nyo naman ang itsura niyan. Ito ang kadalasang ginagamit na canvas para gumawa ng mga cafe racer noong 70s. Pero hindi lang dahil sa looks nito, yan ay dahil sa power, racing heritage, and of course, dahil din sa British blood nito. But like many British brands, Norton hit hard times. Enter ang kontrabida ng British motorcycle stories, ang Japanese motorcycle brands. The 70s and 80s were brutal. Yung mga Japanese bikes, lighter, faster, and more affordable. While Norton was stubborn and proud, at yun ang naging dahilan kaya hindi sila nakasabay. By the early 90s, pawala na sila. By the 2000, tuluyan na silang naglalaho. Nag-release pa ang Norton ng napakagandang mga prototypes like the V4 SS. Pero behind the scenes, scandals, debt, and mismanagement nearly killed the brand for good. But legends don't die that easily. Noong 2020, TVS Motor Company, one of India's largest motorcycle makers, bought Norton out of the ashes. Hindi lang para ilagay yung logo ng Norton sa mga cheap bikes, but to bring it back properly. Nagtayo sila ng brand new facility sa Solihull. Nagsimula silang muli. No gimmicks, no shortcuts, pure intentions to bring back the legacy. Today, Norton is rebuilding the right way. Hand-built bikes, classic lines, at modern technology. Mayroong models na tulad ng Commando 961 na may respeto sa nakaraan, and the V4CR, a combination of muscular cafe racer, tapos merong future-proof na design. Hindi sila mass market bikes. Para sila sa mga riders na gusto ng connection, not just transportation. Norton was never about horsepower or specs. It was about character. It was about the moment when you kickstart the engine. Feel the rumble in your bones and forget for just a second that the world is rushing by. Dahil hindi ginawa ang Norton para magpa-impress ng mga spec geeks. Ito ay ginawa para iparana sa rider nito kung paano kumarera, kung paano maging rebel, and to remind us what motorcycle used to be before things got too polished, too perfect. So yeah, hindi maganda ang biyahe ng kwento ng Norton. But maybe, that's what makes it real. And maybe, just maybe, that's what makes it worth it.